story comes out behind what actually happened at Patrick Beverley's house. Let me tell y'all, this is just one side, not the other side. Let's get into it. That in Fort Bend County, Texas, on Friday, November 14, 2025, at approximately 3:50 hours, meaning basically 3:50 in the morning, I, Deputy Ramirez, badge number 4309, was dispatched to address in Fort Bend County, Texas, in reference to an assault, family violence impeding breath. Upon arrival, I made contact with the victim identified as name. I'm just going to call her victim, basically. DLB redacted, who stated her brother, identified as Patrick Beverley, Texas DL redacted, intentionally and knowingly assaulted her and impeded her breath. Victim stated she had left her residence without permission during the night hours. Victim stated she left the residence through the back door without her mother, identified as Lisa Beverley, Texas DL redacted, knowing victim stated she left to a nearby neighborhood park to see her boyfriend, identified as Aiden Hildebrand, Texas DL redacted. Victim stated when she returned to the residence, Lisa Beverley was awake. Victim stated Lisa Beverley told her to come into her room. Victim stated Lisa Beverley told her to call the person she left to go see and call them to come pick her up. Victim stated she called Aiden Hildebrand to come to her residence. Victim stated Lisa Beverley left to the front of the residence and invited Aiden Hildebrand to come inside of the residence. Victim stated Aiden Hildebrand himself went inside of Lisa Beverley's room. Victim stated Lisa Beverley told Patrick Beverley to come to her residence and bedroom. Victim stated Patrick Beverley made location and began to tell her a statement to the extent what is wrong with her in reference to her leaving the residence without permission. Victim stated Patrick Beverley grabbed her by the neck with both hands and picked her up off of the ground by having her feet come up from the floor. Victim stated Patrick Beverley squeezed her neck, causing her to feel pain. Victim stated she felt as she was losing oxygen and not able to breathe. Victim stated Patrick Beverley squeezing her neck with lack of oxygen lasted approximately between 20 to 30 seconds. Victim stated Patrick Beverley took her out of Lisa Beverley's bedroom, still holding her neck. Victim stated Patrick Beverley took her to the open room area of the residence located outside of Lisa Beverley's bedroom. Victim stated Patrick Beverley began to slam her body against the walls of the residence and was still holding her by the neck. Victim stated she attempted to loosen Patrick Beverley's grip on her neck by grabbing Patrick Beverley's wrist. Victim stated redacted. Victim stated Patrick Beverley laid her down on the sofa, stood on top of her, and punched her approximately one time on her left eye with a closed fist. Victim stated Lisa Beverley was inside of her bedroom during the assault. Victim stated Patrick Beverley made a statement to her during the assault to the extent that he will be the family relative to kill her. Victim stated Lisa Beverley told Aiden Hildebrand to leave the residence and he left. Victim stated Patrick Beverley followed behind Aiden Hildebrand. Witness stated she was pacing in the open room of residence and she was told to sit down. Witness stated Patrick Beverley returned to the residence and told Lisa Beverley and herself that Aiden Hildebrand had called for law enforcement assistance. I was able to locate markings on victim's neck. I observed victim to have petechia in the white parts of her eye. I placed Patrick Beverley in custody and transported him to the Fort Bend County Jail to prevent further family violence. Patrick Beverley was booked into the Fort Bend County Jail for assault, /house mem, impede breath, circulate, F3. Subscribed and sworn to me before the underside Notary Public on this, the 14th day of November, 2025, a fake signature, Notary signature, Notary Public in and for the state of Texas.
Hey, yo, you, can you subscribe and turn on that bell too? Because when you do, you're helping unbiased independent news.
So there you have it. That's the alleged story that happened, but we don't know, man. End of the day, she could be lying on certain things, or here's what I think. Basically, the mom and him was there and they confronted her about the BS. She told little dude to pull up. He pulled up and they had a conversation. It didn't go the way that she liked. And she basically might have attacked him. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this in real time because I should have did it in the first place, but I didn't. And I want to see Patrick Beverley's face, you know. And if his face is kind of messed up and everything, because I find it hard to believe that this dude sat up here, choked this little girl out, and she didn't do nothing. So as I'm looking at his face, right? Let you take a gander. What are we seeing here? Are we seeing any marks? None on his face so far that I can see. None. whatsoever. So if we're looking at his face, I'm not seeing nothing. But that don't mean he can't have scratches or anything like that. You kind of look deep at his neck right here. That's only hyperpigmentation, so that's not really an indicator of anything as well. But yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's a little, I ain't gonna hold you. It's a little, a little wild to say the least, because at the end of the day, bro, I don't know. And we don't know. But when he tells his side of the story, we'll see exactly what the hell happened. But her having petechia in her eyes, that's like the red spotting, like when you punch somebody and it's like blood. We call it bloodshot, right? I think the majority, everybody knows, we call it like bloodshot, or, whatever the hell. I always called it bloodshot, even though I never knew what the pop blood vessels was actually called. Just learned that today, petechia. But anyways, yeah, so that's what that boils down to. What he actually did, we'll find out. But I think there's more to the story. I think more than likely they was fighting, both of them. Sister, brother, it don't matter. Y'all heard of sibling rivalry. So it is what it is, man. But in that situation, like I tell everybody else, bro, you got to call the police in that instance. When it comes, especially to young girls, family, and all of this crap, bro, as long as they're not like getting ultra super violent and all this crap, bro, you have to. Because her already sneaking out, that's a horrible job. This is what it is. Now, there's going to be some women out here who be like, I snuck out when I was a kid and all this stuff and everything. And I would ask you, if you practice religion, you done already broke a ton of rules. But I would even say to you this. If you had a little girl, would that be fine with you? With her sneaking out to go see a boy at 3 a.m. The other story that we heard previous to that was that there was a young man that was caught in that house. So we don't even know how true this story that we actually heard actually is. So I'd be curious to see exactly what the hell is going on, because, like I say, we just don't know. It could be just something of, she did call the dude and told him to pull up, and, the mom needed to meet him and all this stuff because, at the day and age that we're in now, it's best that you know what your children do. I know people right now, and I vehemently disagree, but I understand where they're coming from, even though, and I'm going to say this again, I 100% disagree. They will participate in the activities with their children. I know somebody right now, they puff with their kids and all this stuff and everything like that because they feel, and this is what they said, I'd rather they get it from me they do crazy stuff like stealing or smoking something bad and basically going the wrong way, going out wrong, basically. And do I agree with it? Hell no. But can I show a level of understanding? I guess. Now, once again, this ain't nothing that I would do. I'm going to say this again. I'm not a proponent of this. I told them, man, hell nah, man. You have to learn to keep these kids busy and always doing something. Like, they should be coming home tired, whooped. Like, that's why structure is everything. There's too many kids out here, perfect examples of once you start training them young how to be this and be that and be this and be that, and they can get to the higher levels of these things that they'll actually become successful at these things. Tiger Woods, Floyd Mayweather, all of these people. Now, some people say, well, Tiger Woods ended up wanting to, sleep with all these ladies and all this stuff. Yeah, but what he did wasn't illegal. Let's understand that part. What he did was not illegal and became the first billionaire athlete. So if you guys are going to compare Tiger Woods' infidelity, which is not illegal, it's moralistically wrong for some, then so be it. But in this instance, once again, like I say, you have to call law enforcement. It sucks. I know it. But if you're going to sit up there and fight and all this stuff and everything, then yeah. Now, do I think he actually choked her out and said, I'm going to be the first? Hell if I know, bro. Is it believable? 100%. But the fact that the mom called the boyfriend over there, that's the part that's kind of like, I don't know, bro. But anyways, subscribe, turn on the bell, stay notified, share to keep your people aware. Lil Durk is in court today. It's not going good right now, so get caught up with everything. Click right here or click right here for the playlist, and I'll give you all a quick rundown. Other than that, I'll catch you on the next one. Reloaded.